Hi everyone, this is Anna and welcome back to Anna's Take with a Twist. As soon as I cross the street, we will be on location at Trinity Bellwoods Park in Toronto. Okay, so I've crossed the street and Trinity Bellwoods Park was, well actually Trinity College was here on the property of Trinity Bellwoods Park. Just gonna head inside. I'm entering from Queen Street West. So to give you the never eat shredded wheat, north is Dundas Street West, east is Gore Bell Avenue, south is Queen Street West, and west is Shaw and Crawford. Trinity Bellwoods Park is actually really large. It's not like a normal shaped park in the sense it's like rectangular or square. It's rectangular that it has like a little part that juts out to it. That's why Shaw Street and Crawford Street are both west of the park. You know, it's really interesting because when I lived really close to this park, I could walk here in less than 20 minutes. When I lived really close here, I could never get here because I was always working. And that's why I've titled this video to be called, Does Anybody Want to Go to Work? Trinity Bellwoods Park. So if you can see there, there's actually 8 tennis courts there. We have the CN Tower, just a moment. CN Tower, gorgeous view. I love the CN Tower. I need to go back up there. This is actually a really large park, like I said. It's 14.6 hectares. Garbage and recycling right there. And so, yeah, so when I used to live really close to here, I never got here because I was always working. And the reason I was always working and never could get here was because I owed a pile of money. So now that that's all paid off, I have to admit I'm actually really quite happy and quite proud about that, to tell you the truth. I'm going to show you they have some planting beds there. They have some picnic tables. They have benches. Lots and lots of green space, but you know, there's actually like a lot of people here too. I think it's because this is in Trinity Bellwoods, like the District of Trinity Bellwoods, and then that's at the Dundas West. And then on West Queen West is the Art and Design District. So yeah, Toronto has all those different districts. Like the other video that I did was St. James Cemetery and Crematorium. That was in Jamestown, also Cabbagetown. There you go. That right there is the Trinity Bellwoods Recreation Center. Has an indoor pool and also has public washrooms, which are open 12 months of the year. So May to October, they're open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and from November to April, it is 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'm just going to cross over here. That right there drives me crazy. I'm going to tell you why. Because the sidewalk is for people who are actually walking in strollers. And then this right here is like a bike path that people jog on if they're not jogging on the sidewalk. And I will tell you, I was here the other day because I was scouting it out. And it was like trying to cross a highway. There was like so many people on bicycles and scooters and joggers. It was almost impossible. So anyway, if you look back there, that's where they have the 2 volleyball courts.
I'm a see them on Friday this soccer.
I like how they have a lot of mature trees, so it's always really pretty. And that right there is part of the children's playground. Children's playground is actually quite large, so that's good. Although the interesting thing is I never see anyone playing on that. Like nobody's there. Oh, and then that design there, that's like the splash pad. Just gonna adjust just 1 second, sorry about that. These cyclists, I'm telling you, they drive at like 40 kilometers an hour. So I was having a bit of a hiccup with my videos. That right there is the other section of the children's playground. And in the back there, they actually have swings. So I was having a hiccup with my videos, and I went to my daughter's, and I thought about this video, right? It was like, does anybody want to go to work? And I thought, well, you know, do people want to go to work? I think they kind of do. But then I realized that I guess it all just really depends on the individual and what they were raised with, like their environment, right? That section right there with the wooded fence is the off-leash dog park. So I asked my daughter, I'm like, do you think people want to go to work? She's like, you know, I think it just depends on the individual. And see, I'm like, yeah, I think so too. I think if you were exposed to people who always went to work, then you'd be more inclined to go to work. And if you were exposed to, like, you know, I guess it just depends if you want to have goals, right? You know what? Let's just walk down here for a minute. I'm going to show you this. It's really kind of neat. So I think that it's just what you're exposed to. You know, if you're around people who want to go to work, you will be, like I said, more inclined to. But then at the same time, you know, it's like, what are people's attitude to work, right? Like, I hear so many people going, oh my God, like work is like so hard. And it's like, is it really that hard? Or are you just making it hard? I don't know. So if children are always hearing like work is so hard, then chances are pretty good they're not going to want to go, because who wants to do hard? I think the answer would be nobody. But if there's, so that building right there, it's called John Gibson House, and it's a retirement house for seniors. Like, how cool is that? So I thought I'd just share that with you. I'm gonna head down here. Just kind of like retrace my steps going back up to the dog park. So I came here because they actually did some film work here in this park. They did a couple of scenes of the show called Sex Life, which is based on a book which I read. And I'll talk about that another day, because I'm just gonna actually order it from the library to reread it. I have all these books that I read. Like, honestly, I read a lot of books. But I think reading is good for you. Actually, I did a lot of reading on the bus to and from work, just in case anybody wants to know that. But I think it's also like, you know, do you have any goals? If you want to move forward in life, chances are pretty good you are going to have to go to work at something. So just so you know, here we are at the Trinity Bellwoods area for unleashed dogs, so off-leash dog park. The above, like that right there, is an off-leash dog park too. I think this is really pretty. This like little dip here. Just going down the hill. So, you know, do you have goals? Do you want to get ahead in life? Are you waiting for an inheritance? Like, you know, if you want to get ahead in life, even if you do have a huge inheritance, chances are pretty good you're going to work at something. I just find it very interesting, because when I go to set, there's people, a lot of people actually have 2 or 3 different jobs, like part of the gig economy. They'll go to work on set. One guy had, my favorite tree, weeping willow. One guy had his own little business. He actually built chicken coops, which I thought was just so cool. And he was so happy and so proud about that. Somebody else was maybe not so happy about their job, but they were still happy it paid the bills. And that job was, they were a personal shopper. Okay, doesn't that hill look like it's a toboggan hill? Like, look at that grass. It looks like it's just been worn out. So I'm showing you that for a reason. More garbage, more porta potties, more people. So my whole thing is, if you want to go to work, you'll figure it out. If you have goals, you'll figure it out. Whether it's getting on set, whether it's having your own little company, whether it's figuring a way to, you know, consult people, which I guess would be your own company, you know. I'm not always thrilled about going to work. Somebody had a couple of beers. But, and I don't always get to go to work when I want to go to work. You know, I got an email the other day, and it was, you know, and it's like, yeah, sure, you know, I'm a new face, I'm available. They didn't pick me. But at least I put it out there into the world that yes, you know what, I do want to go to work and I'm trying. So there we go. So those stairs, there's a set of stairs right there, they lead us back up to that area where the John Gibson, there's the CN Tower again, that John Gibson house is for the retired people. That's pretty. Sorry, just 1 second there. So, you know, maybe I figure, you know what, if I keep applying, somebody's going to pick me eventually. And then, you know what, if they don't pick me, then okay. And then if they do pick me, okay. So this building here, I guess it used to be a public washroom, but it's closed for the season. Looks like it's been closed forever. Here's a really nice hill. Showing you that for a reason, just a sec. So you're leaving the off-leash dog area. And whatever you do, please, please, please remember there's no tobogganing or snowboarding allowed. So that's why I showed you the hill there. So I'm not sure if there's no snowboarding or tobogganing on this hill right here or the one that we passed with all the grass that looks like it's been worn out. So, I mean, I used to get all bent out of shape about not getting onto, you know, applying to set, not getting picked. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. And I think it's good to have other little jobs going on because I think that's just more of what people want now. The pandemic brought out a lot of that. You know, free-flowing, entrepreneurial, make your own hours. Sure, maybe, you know, like you'll be working a lot of hours for like 1 week or 1 month. Maybe not so much after. But like I said, if you have that in you, then you will do it. And I was here yesterday. There's that retirement building from the other side. I was here yesterday and they actually had a farmer's market. So those people were working. I always like looked at jars of like pickled pickles, which I thought was kind of neat. And then the eggs. They had organic eggs and this kind of egg and that kind of egg. So that was good. I got here actually a bit later. So I didn't like wander through the whole farmer's market. But a lot of farmer's markets are on Tuesdays. They usually end around 7 or 8 p.m. I will say that there are some benches here, not as many as I like, because every time I want to go sit in a bench, someone else is just walking towards it and then sitting in it, so there we have that. But I think people should go to work just because it makes them feel good. It's a good feeling, you know. It's very temporary also. And for film, it's very fluid. There we go. So, if you like the video, please like the video. Actually, just want to show you that just beyond those bike racks there, that's where the farmer's market was. So it was basically Shaw and Dundas, Street West. So if you like the video, please like the video. At the same time, you can always subscribe, share it on Facebook, or you can always leave a comment. Okay, great. Thanks again, and that's a wrap. Hi, I know I said that's a wrap, but I just saw the CN Tower all lit up like that and just realized like how incredibly beautiful it was, and I wanted to share that with you. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. That's a wrap.